Yeah, overnight. I was in the overnight. They say all those things. I got that bill and they get them a short period of time. But I all like just tested the people now.
Yeah, they bring that mic. And they bring that mic. It should be same way.
Even
overnight.
just
like a Tiffany night, I will come.
When the people partying and think they passing legislation, like they pass it, they don't put in the planning to act it now.
That's what
Oh man, I always say the 2020 vision, right? But when they pass that,
the
so
big
it
right
a couple
some
of
days
days before
the
2020. So they have their agenda. So when January started hit off and they already started to see progress with this politics, and they started to see about it's not really working. What's the next step? Is it chip?
But even when you go to when you go to the ID 2020, they have until October. In October the 1st, October the 21st next year for all the countries that in that go hand in hand with America to implement this ID. Yeah, to implement the ID 2020.
I was saying that even now, I think it's in London, England, all the newborns are done a chip put on for them already.
Yeah,
and that was how much
so that goes so for them down there too.
But so the man said, so the man was right when he started paying court and said that he said he working on a law, but a specific law where everyone have a, just like the United States have a biometric data, whatever.
It's not that law he working on, they working on it to give him.
Yeah,
make it look nice.
He have to say he. Can't mention nobody else.
It's Micah chapter 2 verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
So while Jake partying and sleeping on a boat cruise, that is what they're doing. They working iniquity on the bed.
So that
He saw. I always mention, I always say every time I read that scripture, I always mention it's like a cartoon, right? Can't remember the cartoon name, right? I'm all over looking for that cartoon. But the man show you by watch man. Them wake up in the morning, the elites wake up, go inside that building, right? And they're talking, they say, what are we going to do to destroy you people today, right? You watch on the window, so say what are we going to do today? About 10 of them, eh? This one here. The last man come up, he said, nah. He said, while I was on my bed, I was thinking about something here, right? Okay, what we going to do? We go run some things through the system of our bike. So how we go depopulate this side here. And we go make this side further that side. And now that script I come down, I saw on the bed, boy. On the bed they just think about the need that what his son is. You see Jake have to wake up late and party, flex, all these things. But now he's always thinking. He's always mind always running. You understand? That is script say the more wiser than Daniel. That is script say the more children light, the wiser than children are light. You understand?
Because I know exactly what we want to see. Them not say the news and things serious, sir. Look at the map, sir. Yeah, because when they say that, this going to happen, Esau, remember Esau is a carnal man. So he just have to prepare carnally now.
that's why the bunkers and things.
That's why I say,
yeah, because even with the bunkers, that go to prophecy too, because people say, well, we go dig them out.
Yeah. And the reason why, because them have to be the slaves, so them have to survive.
Yeah,
they have to make it.
That'll make it too.
So there's a kind of the flesh, so that everything what they do in the flesh, like a blessing. The blessing is a kind of blessing because the God, so everything is a fleshy thing with Esau and boy. So Esau bring on something on news. Let's see the average Edomite, the average Edomite will take it serious because they kind of, so they say, hey, no water supply, you will see Esau running and buying water and things. That's how I say it. But no, Jake so messed up in the mind that they don't take nothing serious. Everything is just like game now. Boy.
End of the world?
The
new Nikes just dropped today.
And I don't see all the party and things. You know the first thing come to my mind? Watch when the bring down general will take when everybody gone preparing for that Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Nobody
don't care.
The man said when he raised the gas, he said they could raise it again because nobody
business did. You know what?
Nobody somebody got come out and fucking say that, like, you know the people shopping.
And they're so stupid even after he said it blow off same way.
But I just think that just goes to show the state and the mindset that the people live. Right? And basically that what he was showing them.
Yeah, we didn't.
They could watch me. And this little island culture that you could do any
Maybe one about the search-
little
the
thing.
search
It
for
don't,
father.
it don't have. You could raise a bread by $20. That in Hamburg, any people that will still buy it.
You know why? Because you see the first week, you see my always better than from the second week. Everybody normal. Everybody
15-minute
like
memory. 15 minute memory.
Same thing. Go back to where you were saying.
Because they have ways to distract the people. You understand? So when you see like when they go past this thing, you know, don't be surprised if they come out with some kind of thing to give away for the people here, so they can take their mind off of that now.
Go get them free light bulbs again.
Ease them up a little bit.
Go get them free light bulb.
Oh, good, yeah, good. Yeah, Micah 2 verse 1, right? They say, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
So the Lord do what? The Lord give the whole unto the wicked. And a son, so who it is going to wake up? We go wake up and pray now. We go wake up and pray. Because to us, that is something good. To wake up and pray early in the morning and give the Lord praise. But to them, waking up early in the morning and thinking about what it is they're going to do is what is good to them. Because they watch wicked as good. At the end of the day, they left hand side.
Yeah.
So wickedness is something good. And good is something evil. The crisscross and all this stuff, they turn all the things upside down. You understand? And I just saw on the wall.
Yeah. If I could say something now,
Brother.
as the scripture says, right? On the iniquity on the bed now, but roughly paraphrasing. You know, that bed really goes back to the round table. You understand? The EU, the UN, the G8 summit, all these summits and them, they just
Sit down and plan.
you understand? They sit down and plan.
Even the bed, the place of comfort.
Yeah.
Meaning that the places that they keep the secret places.
Yeah.
They always think, they can always advise.
Yeah.
If I can say,
Yeah, the what? The Illuminati. Read out that.
like I say quick, a guy who I saw the documentary. I felt it was the documentaries, his name is Walter J. Sphere. And he used to do documentaries and he was showing that that the world wars that it had, they actually planned for it like 40 years before it happened.
His
You
bankers
understand?
was all the World War One. What his bankers was because all first to begin with, World War One, World War Two was planned by these bankers. Number one, to have a reason to go for the so-called Jews, those fake Jews, to go into to get the land of Israel, right? And then number two, the next reason why the whole of these bankers was is something called the military industrial complex, right? Now, the military industrial complex, it consists of these big corporations like LG and General Electronics and Boeing and whatnot, so forth, and GMC and whatnot. You know what I mean? So they could always be making equipment, right? They could always be making equipment and well, I shouldn't say equipment. Always having government always having to give them military contracts to make the equipments and whatnot. So the equipments will always be in high demand because why? They're always in war.
They're being utilized.
You understand what I'm saying?
Next two other reasons why is one is for resources, and the next reason is for control. To be able to control certain
You understand?
A big part could be resources because I think it's Revelation 8:18 talk about the merchants. You understand? Mention about that now. Remember, Esau heavily on trading.
Yeah.
That's why you talk about when you go to Revelation 18, talk about the trade, when they fall and so forth now, right? All the other nations go watch them now, right? You know? So it go heavy into that. That's why when you go to take over our land, the land they taking over has to have resources.
It has something
They
useful
don't
to
go just
them.
so that's useful.
Yeah,
Like when they do the Huawei stuff. What trying to tell them? You're going on. If they want to cut before, we will stop trade. And the hard was them now cutting that trade, going to stop plenty profit. So the boy here going on I can't stop Huawei and I don't leave before company now. You know what? The ban that they said Trump was going to do? You're mad about Trump, you lift that.
Now like
You understand?
as I say, right, going back to these wars again and resources, Afghanistan,
Yeah,
right?
they can't take the resource.
right? They went into Afghanistan because as the scripture said, their own tongue shall what? Fall upon themselves, right? It have a military series, because it's taken out a military series. It have a military series called, not 6 now, SEAL Team, right? And the first season was consists of when they went into Afghanistan or what that particular team, SEAL Team, Navy SEAL Team, they went into Afghanistan to investigate. One of their team been blown up now, boy, going on a raid and been blown up and whatnot. But the thing about it is the raids where the reason why they was blown up is because there was burning certain poppy fields. And the poppy fields, there was on many of these poppy fields was something called what? Lithium. Right? And we don't know what lithium is about. Lithium is for same set cell phone, batteries and all these things. You understand?
It's a power source.
And when the head of the team started to do more investigation and whatnot, thing was a former British SAS. He was he have a security company, but his company on a down low, they're investing in these poppy fields because and buying it for cheap because they know where it have there. Because what he was saying is that pretty soon lithium is going to be the new black gold. It's going to be replacing black gold, which is what? Oil. Because why? You're having electrical cars now. You understand how sure they say that is the reason why they went in there for lithium.
They invested in it early because they know it's going to
blow up back in time to come.
How they know to invest in it? That means that they don't get the heads up that we go and get this from there. You understand? Get yourself ready.
For the scripture here, as I said, there is quick scripture here. Psalm 64:6. They search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. You understand? So they search out everything. He saw they search out everything to a T. You don't let nothing pass him.
You see, he's so careful.
Can.
He's careful. That's why when them not study, as the scripture said, when I'm studying, like when I'm in the next country, them studying that country on the whole. You understand?
The people, how the people go react.
Yeah, they're careful.
You know, what the people will do, what the government will do.
Yeah.
That's why.
They make the laws, now they make the laws and nobody can oppose them.
Yeah.
So they make the laws and to justify why they're going and do what they have to do.
But I even go to what the Lord don't want the kid. Say don't touch him. No matter where you go in the earth, don't touch him. And that curse remain on them even unto this day. That was spiritual again. That's why they can go anywhere and they cannot do them nothing.
Touchless.
Because the touchless, that is why that curse carry on even unto this day. That's how heavy it is. And I said that Cain curse still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
It's still there. That's why if one eat a might go in a country and eat there.
Yeah, doesn't.
That country flood.
Yeah, that's come down and investigate that.
And that's
Them does one, you see the country that you might die,
Yeah.
them don't want nobody interfere that.
nah, you see
Them
come and do that.
investigate that
And
themselves.
that even go back to that go straight back to that curse. And straight go back to Cain. You understand? That is just a proof who Esau is as well. You know?
Even down here in KFC, my sister used to work a long time. She was saying at that time some Edomites would come and they buy chicken. And the city chicken wasn't good. What? They bring analysis people, they check the chicken to make sure the chicken, all kind of, if it was one of we down here do that, let's say big girl must store away.
Lord, watch man, Lord, set it up in a real kind of way.
Like, the company still check the chicken, but they make it classic chicken. I was watching it on this thing the other day. I mean, they actually make it the nuggets now, but the nuggets is really, how to say, I mean, it's a really good consumer. They come and chicken. And I thought that's like, listening to, I think it's Mark McGanty, you're talking about consuming salt now. That people never know. And the king had passed concerning a man who did a transaction with salt. And he had was to get approval from the state. He had to get approval from the state. That's the sell salt.
That's the sell salt, huh?
That's the sell salt.
What is it? This is Isaiah 10, verse 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. You know, and that's what Paul was talking about, you know. They write these laws and they come up with these laws with the secret council, so and that nobody should challenge them now, but so they justify what they do. Because whatever they make legal, them think that is right. You understand? But that's because something legal, that don't mean it's right, you know. Because slavery was legal. Slavery was legal. So you understand, but that don't mean it's right. The laws only there to please them, you know, in the long run. And now people start to understand now. Everything what the elites do is to please them and for their benefit. And whoever outside that circle, well,
The hell with you. And that's not us like here. And the thing about it is with Jake, with these dumb niggas, they always they feel the law applies to them too. You know what I mean? Like for instance, the Second Amendment, right? Second Amendment law, bill whatever you call it, where every citizen, what they say, every man is entitled to have a weapon, you know, and a firearm to protect himself. But that law wasn't meant for you. Because how it is proven that law wasn't meant for you? You've been stopped by the police officer. I have a licensed firearm, you understand? And you're still getting gunned down.
Matter of fact, the law was meant for them. Because he saw know why he pass a law so that they kill them faster. You understand? When you think about
on a high
next level, yeah, we okay, make them all that. You know, we make them have a gun now.
When we kill him, he had a gun on him.
You know, yeah, he have a gun on him.
I was fighting for my life.
Yeah.
I was fearful
And
for
the
my
person
life.
is more fearful for their life.
For
When
their
I watch
life.
the video, the Jake can even do nothing yet.
You could have a knife to peel orange. You kill him.
Jake in a way, Jake does look for the thing too because he should not say a greater adversary.
Come on.
You understand? Jake does want to take. That's it, alright. Well, come on, take. Get a search and go away. You understand? What going away?
The part of it that is Jake though.
Yeah,
Jake is to that man, you know, right up to that just so I think, right like that.
He's taking that course.
I'll go back to the
I don't know the reason why they give them Jake to them gun. When the fellas separate them and create the war, they kill one another.
That's how we do it.
Give them
Huh?
genocide or oneself.
Exactly.
And then we go step in and kill them too.
Yeah, after.
Back with the big setup.
But if you go down and say that right now, it's tongue the one. The whole of tongue the one. That's the one.
One of them tell bad.
The whole them places bad. So you know what them the rich and them just sit them back the Syrian and them sit them back and just give them gun.
Just give them gun.
I took piece of pen and thing. This Isaiah, I'm Revelation chapter 18, from verse 10. It says, standing afar off for the fear of a torment, saying, alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. It says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buy their merchandise anymore. So that just like we were stating before, like how the trade and so forth, that when Babylon fall, these other cities go on mourn for that. Be like, hey boy, how we going to trade now? How we going to do this? You ever see the docks in America? I believe them are the biggest docks in the world. When you talk about like shipping and trading and so forth, you can't touch them. You cannot touch them. So when they do fall, that's why they call them the great city, because remember all the nations around the world, they started to deal with them.
And some nations even do trade through them, as in go there and
through them. I believe
I
it have 3 nations that do deal with them direct, which is Russia, I think South Korea, and I think one more nation who deal with them direct, like trade and so forth.
Iran.
Yeah, I think Iran. You understand?
Like China jump off that ship.
China jump off the ship here because they already seen the crash.
They're trying to go
I
to
think they was already seeing the crash that because I was reading on the news that they was preparing people for an economic collapse. They were telling them how to survive when the economy collapses now, how to live. So they're already preparing them for that. You understand? There's Isaiah 10, verse 1. They say, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. So want to them not do that. So all the decrees that are passed on like homosexuality, things, the laws, biometric data, all these things, like unrighteous decrees, they have nothing to do with the people. You understand? They have nothing to do with them, or nothing to help them, but they know what they do that still. Right? So it says, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievances which they have prescribed. To turn aside the needy from judgment, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. So that is what I think Israelites do.
If I can say,
if they find you under suspicion, they can come and seize your property, investigate you, right?
Say they investigated.
Say they investigating, yeah? Right? Even I was watching driving a taxi, and saying a police van bunks a man car. And he didn't even get compensated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the city police vehicles, they're not insured now. But
Yeah, something like that we're saying. Something like that we're saying.
When the bunks, so long people are killing them, the family is not shot.
From what I hear from what I hear into the one, from what I hear into the one, because you know that
No,
Them don't pay tax.
they personally insured. Their jobs, they insured. The vehicle that hits you, that is your problem.
they're not insured.
Same thing with the ambulance too, because
You want to fix your own car
when
with
from
them.
ambulance and what they're saying is that he never come out the way. That is what they could say, no? He never come out the way. That is what they will say, and they will wait.
But you remember, even the blue lights will be spinning on the police thing that go back to NATO. You understand? So they again, that is where you call the Centurions. That is just called the Centurions, and then you know the back in Rome, that what the army was. Today, still the way it is, they have to have people that the higher ups have to have people that will keep the place in order, and that is what the police is. When they watch the police sign, they stand and think, where I go back to? I go back to Malay. You understand?
The ambulance one too.
Yeah, the ambulance one.
Yeah.
Right, so once again, when I give up,
I was in Australia, they call 21 right now. I tell you, they're racketing this too. When they're racket and corruption, man, it's like drug dealers and police together, they deal it. Right? And it's one man who went on a robbery and robbery, but they went on. So happening is like, there was a link with the government and the drug dealers now, right? The police and drug dealers. So, the man them like they just happen to just tell the jackpot to say now. But when they really check out the whole scene, it's like they go straight up the ladder to the head man. Like how you were talking earlier today, considering like, you know, how they just try to play the both sides now. And I mean, if she belongs to the side, if she belongs to that side, and let's put both of them to work on that side. Easy. So when they say like Rasta and Muslim, they play together, it's like this thing, and they play together and have them work against each other. And when they check out majority of the time when they work against each other, they play more work. You know what I mean? Jakes won each other. But I'm Michael Chip and now I was listening to the video and I was talking about they were talking about New Zealand now. And you know that way they bring it new onto the level, right? The new onto the level they bring it. To my understanding, the new onto the level I think for that the video was circulating and I think it's about money.
Yeah.
But they go have to change that. You understand what I'm saying? And the racket they are doing, remember, every dollar have a number on it.
Serial
like
number,
a serial number, and like if you don't get it, so they will know exactly where it come from. It's the how you know, because you have to bring it that long so much at one time. You understand? To change that, to change it back to the, because you have to get 14 days. And that happened when about a month or something ago. I don't even understand that.
It said against, I see it as saying opposed that they're giving certain people extended time if they have good reason. If they have good reason, or 3 months, if they have good reason. But you are there.
Even I was watching that even travel.
Yeah, or something like that.
Started give out that thing that how much at the 100 out tonight is 800 billion 100,000. Yeah.
Circulation.
To have video, that thing, they see our 8 40-foot container that come
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, the man print and put that down a long time.
I would say some before the lock off, considering that.
No, we continue after. We continue after.
Oh, alright. Yeah, alright, so as I say that, right? Now here we're going on. You see all them, them new bills what they make, and I see when that going and bring more debt. When I say debt now, debt right? Because the bankers, when they make all that mass money, right? Remember we buying that money, eh? First thing first, you get that through your head. Yeah. We buying that money. Well, the government buying that money. Or go pay. They ain't buying it. It's like it's a lending, right? And we the taxpayers now have to pay back that. Like let me say maybe $1,000. Yeah, we paying back that debt by what? By $1,000 to each $100.
And it never really pay off.
And it will never pay off.
Never really pay off. They always take any money.
You understand?
Right now, Trinidad going to Japan.
China.
I mean the most. And when China ain't about the payback, they just take over. That is what they do in Africa right now.
We have a shit called China, so they don't start to take over.
Yeah. Wherever they want, they take them out of money.
Every street where you see like Chinese. Which the country still in debt for. The billion, the 2 and 3 billions in the Forest Spring General Hospital. The billion, the flyover by QF intersection. Arima facility. The Sando. New wing that add on to the Sando Hospital.
The one by Grand Bazaar on the highway. The construction on Grand Bazaar on the highway.
The game work done. I want thing, the game work done. When I really think about it, you're going China.
Yeah, we did that.
What China doing now? They be like, hey, well, you know, they can't pay the money, you know, well, you just take this to Alana. If you just sit and cool.
That's how you pitch it.
You didn't know that? That business now, even like in America, that people, I think that's called like economic hitmen. I think economic hitmen that has actually sent people into your country to make you sell the resources. You understand? If you don't want to comply, they'll take you out and put somebody who will comply.
Yeah, power puppet.
Right. So I remember when they're doing these things, they're doing it because remember the politicians don't care about nobody. Whether you're doing COP or them, to the end of the day, you have money to burn in it. All of them have money to burn. All of them have time and power. They get contracts, they put on money. They don't care.
To add to that, when I think about it, right, the amount of money this country had, it was one of the only Caribbean countries that had oil, right? Guyana coming and get, right? And Guyana any later and Guyana still doing better than what Trinidad's doing. So we never had good leadership. Like how there's both Eric Williams was a good leader, he's a cunt.
I always say he's a sellout fucking nigga.
He's a cunt. Because if you're going to depth, if you're going to depth like what he do, if you're going to depth like what he do with the blueprint and Trinidad thing, he do shit. You understand? So let me go from here and with the oil. If a country like Dubai that get Trinidad, we would have been 20 times better than where we have been now. And matter of fact, 100 times. Because if it was Dubai, before they find oil, Dubai was like always a normal place. But when they find oil, the leadership they had was so good is that it boosts the economy 100 times. It boosts the city. You understand? But that's how Trinidad was supposed to be. But due to thieving and so forth, like a man tell me, PNM better than UNC. And UNC better than PNM. I was like, it's the same shit. Because if anyone was good, we'd have been better than how we was.
What are the roads?
We're on pitch lake. And you know the good thing about it? You know the other thing about it? We're the best pitch. We are the best pitch. We are the best pitch in the world.
Even just to add,
and that's the thing, they sell it.
Before they pave like the roads and do the highway and thing, right? The drainage system, right, was undermined. Because them little drainage, them little canal. That can do the country not. When you watch America,
big sewage pipes and things.
Dump a truck to drive through it.
Yeah. Can't do that down here with
the money that they had put out, right? They cut up the money that now. So by the time the contractor get the money, it will be enough to do it.
I'm working in the public sector. I see Tuisan what they're doing. Yeah. Right, they double bill and triple bill for tenders. You understand what I'm saying? So when it's done,
This man take this cut.
whoever on the board, they're making the money. But them getting the kickbacks from them contractors.
Yeah.
In the hospital system, right? Why they can never repair the hospital system? Only now the Chinese coming and doing some work now, but they're full of pockets all the money.
Yeah.
A man say, an investigator say, he's one of the head investigators, he's work with the CIA and all that thing. He say, it's supposed to be like Dubai and them places, you know?
Yeah.
It's corruption, obviously.
Yes, it's corruption from the least to the greatest.
Yeah.
Blind leaders.
That's why they'll always get richer and they'll always be poor.
Yeah.
So that's good. You know, we're close enough, but these brothers, going to continue. So that we give our praises to. Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakodas, Sidamans, the apostles and elders of great months and well. And salutation to the Akim, once they push you on 2017 and the out. No continue to season, we say, Salawam.